Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Nation. Now, I know I've been a little bit inactive on the channel. I mean, I uploaded the Dead Rising Halloween, BS that I put up. It was kind of, a little bit lazy of me, but I've been busy, not necessarily doing the YouTube stuff, just personal stuff, work, but mostly a lot of personal stuff. Don't really need to touch upon it, not necessarily. I'm getting over it, but, I mean, I got you guys my Q&A, I guess. It's gonna be a really long one. I got it on this, capturing the browser here, because I'm going to try to do all 65 questions that I received over the last week or so, because I've hit over 9,000 views, which isn't a huge number necessarily, but it is relevant to Dragon Ball Z and all that. So I mean, I know it's obviously the original dub is over 8,000, in the manga, but whatever. Also, I guess this is going up Wednesday, so tomorrow, Thursday, is my birthday, so it's kind of a Q&A, over 9,000 views, birthday special, so I guess that's it. I'm going to try to have a video up for you guys Saturday. I'm not saying no promises. There definitely will be a video up Saturday. Not sure what. I'll be getting Advanced Warfare tomorrow, so if anyone's interested in that, I might be able to do a discussion on it, because it's supposed to be a big change in the Call of Duty formula. I got gaming on my channel. I'm not going to, completely abandon Dragon Ball Z at all. I just, want to do different things. Everyone here, I'm sure a lot of my subscribers like gaming, so, that's that. But let's get into the questions, I guess. I have a drink right by me, so if I need to take a drink, just excuse me for that. It just might be a long Q&A, and I'm a little thirsty. Alright, so I guess I'll do the question of the day. I mean, why the hell not, right? Do you prefer very spicy or non-spicy food? I definitely overall prefer non-spicy, but I don't mind a little bit of spice in my food. I'm always up for a challenge of trying those hot peppers and all that stuff, so I definitely prefer non-spicy food because there's just more variety and all that, but spicy food isn't bad at all. I don't mind it. Alright, first real question here. What if Tien somehow defeated Second Form Cell? Alright. Now, I will answer this, but obviously we all know Tien would not have been able to defeat Second Form Cell. Maybe he could have held off, defeated First Form Cell, possibly Imperfect Cell, if it weren't for his regeneration. But, obviously he wouldn't be able to defeat Second Form Cell. He was just holding him back. But if he did manage, I mean, Goku would be a lot weaker. All the Z fighters would really be a lot weaker. It'd go all up. I'm doing this off the top of my head. I'm not getting into great detail, so I'll probably miss some stuff. But basically, everyone's gonna be a lot weaker. But during the Buu arc, Buu Saga, Babidi more than likely won't come because he won't feel the intense energy emitted by Gohan fighting Cell. So that'd probably be it. And I mean, I don't know. That's my guess. I'm not going into huge detail, so it's just off the top of my head. So there's a little notification. This is my brother's computer. My computer's still crap. I'll spend like $500 on a PC so I can get you guys way better quality, but he's, letting me use his computer just for this streaming stuff. Alright, next question. What are your top 5 animes? Whew. Well, obviously number 1 is DBZ. Number 2, well, I'm going top to bottom, I guess. Number 1 to number 5, I'm going backwards. DBZ, Dragon Ball, the whole series, GT included, because I'm not going to put GT separate. I love the whole entire embodiment of Dragon Ball. It's all at the top. I love the characters and all that, but there'll be a video in the future describing why Dragon Ball is just so good. But that's in the future. But Dragon Ball number 1, DBZ and all that. Number 2, honestly, would probably be Yu Yu Hakusho. Back in the day, Yu Yu Hakusho was the absolute shit. I remember watching it on Toonami back in the day at my dad's house. But number 3, probably gonna give it to. Man, I don't think about this too often. Top 5. Wow. Okay. This probably isn't definitive from after Yu Yu Hakusho. But off the top of my head, maybe Desert Punk. You guys haven't seen Desert Punk. It's an excellent anime. It might be on Netflix still. I'm not sure, but it was excellent. It was about 26 episodes or so. One of the shorter ones. Number 4, probably Rosario plus Vampire. It's just an anime with a bunch of fan service. It's just kind of funny to watch. But number 5 probably just be Full Metal Alchemist series and all that. That's my, top 5 I would say. But it could be subject to change if I make a video, so don't hold me to this. But that's off the top of my head. Have you watched Death Note? Yes, I have. Couldn't really get into it, and I've heard if you watch the first few episodes and don't get into it, it's just not for you, and I guess it just wasn't for me. I mean, I can see why other people watch it. It's very popular. What's your favorite food? I think I've answered this before. Chicken fried steak. Probably chicken fried steak. If anyone hasn't had chicken fried steak, go try it. It's some good stuff. What do you think of GT? I like it. I don't hate it. I'll do a video in the future. That is my answer. I'll review it or discuss it. I'm not sure. But I definitely want to talk about it because it's not as bad as everyone thinks. I think everyone just hates it because it's not canon. And there obviously is some inconsistencies and writing mistakes and just some stupid shit in it. But I enjoyed it. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta versus Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Goku hands down because Goku's base form is stronger. He just puts an automatic win. But I would say that Vegeta, you know, because the higher Super Saiyan level you go, as stated by Goku, he loses more control. So I would feel like Vegeta would be able to control the transformation more than likely because he can control the Ozaru and, you know, the Grade 8 form better than Goku would, as displayed when Goku fought Vegeta in the Saiyan Saga and all that. So I would think that it would give him the advantage of controlling them. But, you know, still wouldn't help him win, really. He's much weaker. Okay. Would you like it if GT was not canon, but Super Saiyan 4 was canon, considering it's your favorite transformation? Yes, I would love it if Super Saiyan 4 was canon, because I think that the way Super Saiyan 4 was, the whole backstory was very cool. I know there's some people that don't like it, but I think it was a cool idea of it basically being that it is the ultimate Super Saiyan, and it's been speculated by other fans that it was the original Super Saiyan, what he looked like. That could have been what he looked like, and that's definitely possible. I'll probably have an image up on the screen. I may not. I may forget. It's getting pretty late. But there's might have an image up of when Goku is transforming into Super Saiyan 3. It shows a glimpse of a ape-like form of Goku, and it looks very similar to Super Saiyan 4. Whether or not that had an influence on the form itself, but it would be cool if it were canon. I think the transformation, the backstory and all that is much better than the Super Saiyan God backstory. I think it's a little bit lame, the whole, you know, 6 Saiyans joining hands. I don't see how there were even 6 Saiyans that were pure-hearted back, you know, when the Saiyans were thriving, because, you know, Saiyans were naturally evil for the most part. So I don't see how 6 of them got together with that immense power and, you know, powered up and all that. I don't see how that really happened, but, you know, I'm not going to argue with Toriyama. It's his series. He can do what he wants with it. Okay. After Battle of Gods, can Goku go Super Saiyan God at will, or do they need to do the 5 Saiyan thingy every time they go Super Saiyan God? Well, if you watch the movie, I mean, I even forgot this for a second while I was talking to my buddy earlier, because I can't remember what he asked me, but it was something about Super Saiyan God. I forgot this, and then it was remembered again, but Goku did transform back into a Super Saiyan God for a brief moment when Beerus was throwing his little, you know, planet-busting attack, which was presumably just a planet-busting attack, which if you think about it is a little bit lame considering Frieza could do the same thing, but it's just an inconsistency. There's a lot of inconsistencies with that movie. In every little bit of Dragon Ball, there's inconsistencies across the board. But yeah, Goku transformed and kind of absorbed that attack in a way. It was kind of displayed that way. So he transformed back into it. Whether or not that actually made him stronger than he was when he transformed into a Super Saiyan after absorbing the ability, we don't know. I definitely will touch upon some of the powers that I've displayed of Super Saiyan God when the new movie was released. So I'll definitely touch upon that. But yeah, he can apparently transform back into it, but it's not really certain of what that actually does to him. But he can do it, because he did. What if Cell absorbed 18 instead of 17? Oh, 18 first instead of 17. I really wouldn't think there'd be a difference in appearance, to be quite honest. That's honestly, I don't think it mattered which one was absorbed first, to be quite honest with you. Super Saiyan God Gohan versus Super Saiyan God Vegeta. You know, I know Gohan was mystic, but I think Vegeta definitely was proving himself in that movie. At that point, I mean, Gohan was implied to be a little bit drunk. Whether or not that was actually taken into account with his fighting talents and whatever when they were writing the movie. But just off of speculation and, you know, analyzing, I would say Vegeta was probably a little bit stronger than Gohan. I mean, he was dodging Beerus' attacks. And it can be argued, I didn't mention this in my Super Saiyan 4 vs. God video, but an inconsistency is, if you look at when Beerus, you know, was a more key, obviously, than he was against Goku when he was fighting the Super Saiyan 3. The Fat Boo did better than Goku did. If you go back and look at that, Fat Boo was doing better than Goku. And Fat Boo is not as strong as Super Saiyan 3 Goku, as we all know. So there's definitely an inconsistency there. So I don't know. That makes you guys, if that makes you guys think at all, but I'd say Vegeta, but not by too much. Like, it's really hard to tell who was stronger in that movie, but it's kind of hard to believe in 4 years Vegeta would surpass a Super Saiyan 3 strength from the Buu Saga. I know Gohan was strong on Super Saiyan 3 Goku and whatever, but I always estimated his power to be around a Super Saiyan 3.5, if you would, because he was definitely much stronger than Goku was. It's very heavily implied. Not necessarily stated, I don't believe, but I'm rewatching the Buu Saga right now on Hulu. I'm not being advertised by Hulu or anything, but, you know, it'd be nice if I was. Alright, Super Saiyan God Gohan versus Goku. Goku, because Goku was, I would say Goku was definitely stronger than Gohan in that movie. Not a doubt. Because, I mean, why would they make Goku the Super Saiyan God if he wasn't the strongest, you know? Wouldn't make any sense. Super Saiyan God Vegeta versus Super Saiyan God Goku. Super Saiyan God Goku. But Vegeta did appear to be doing a little bit better than Goku was when he was fighting Beerus. And I know people, I'm not taking into account the Raging Vegeta, but Vegeta was dodging Beerus' attacks at first. Then he got hit, but he didn't get knocked out as badly as Goku did. Now, Beerus does seem to have some abilities with pressure points and all that, but we really don't know a whole lot. It's all speculative. There's a lot of it is up in the air, and, you know, just up for grabs and whatever. I like a girl. How do I get her? You guys ask me relationship advice all the time here, I swear. Every Q&A, there's at least one. Let's see. I mean, be yourself, man. If she doesn't like you for who you are, then she's not worth it. I've kind of touched upon, you know, ways you can try to impress women and all that, I guess, but if she doesn't like the way you are, then she's not worth your time, man. I'm telling you right now. I've been hurt plenty of times, and it's not worth, you know, changing your whole personality just for a woman. Not at all. Fifth form Frieza versus Super Saiyan Goku. Now, if you're talking about Super Saiyan Goku from the Namek, you know, when he's on Namek, I would say fifth form Frieza would definitely have that. I'm taking a drink in my drink here, so just excuse me. But yeah, fifth form Frieza would definitely take that one, I would say. If it's Namek Goku. Oh, Mountain Dew. Really brings the energy to me, you know? Game fuel. Yeah, pardon me for that. I just need to... Didn't want to start choking on air or something like that out here. Alright, this is a long one. What if Vegeta lets Nappa live? And how will that affect Dragon Ball Z timeline and other sagas? Will Nappa go SSJ? Can he fit in with the Earthlings like Vegeta and join the Z Fighters? Or no, who will be Nappa's wife? Can you make a video on this? Well, I don't really want to make a video on it because there's not a whole lot to do. I don't think Nappa has a lot of potential at all. He's much older than Vegeta and he's much more experienced, but he was also much weaker than Vegeta was. And I don't think Nappa has the right state of mind to train like Vegeta, Goku, and the other Z Fighters can. Because Piccolo was obviously weaker than Nappa, but he wasn't a terrible distance off. If you look back at that, he's probably about 1,000 or so lower than Nappa in terms of power level. I know power levels are kind of BS at this point, but back in the Saiyan Saga, they mattered to an extent. Later in the Frieza Saga, they started to matter a little bit less because they could raise and lower them drastically. But I don't think Nappa would have made a difference. He would have just kind of been like the Yamcha of the Saiyan group, in my opinion. But I don't know. Oh, burped. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I burped. Just saying. What is your favorite attack in DBZ? Man, you cannot go wrong with the Kamehameha wave. But I really like the Big Bang Kamehameha. That's cool. And the Final Flash. And let's see what else. I'm trying to think of one specifically other than those, because I know you probably didn't want to hear me just say Kamehameha wave, but it really is probably just my favorite one, man. Is it transmission Kamehameha? That's a cop-out right there. But yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, if there's one move I could learn, it'd be the Kamehameha wave. If you could be any race from DBZ for one day, what would you be? Saiyan, man. I wouldn't... I mean... Saiyan, because your training is just going to be so successful. You can learn to fly in one day. If I'm going by what that one episode with, you know, Gohan teaching Vidal how to fly, I'll just do that. And I'll learn to fly. I mean, I can't go wrong with Saiyan. I really can't. I guess I could pick Earthling if I want to be weak. But yeah, that's what I would do. I would gather Dragon Balls and wish for, you know, eternal Saiyan power. I mean, if I'm in Dragon Ball Z or whatever, but you're saying I'm just a race, so I guess, I don't know. Yes, Saiyan. Which DBZ character do you think you are the most like? Now, he's not my favorite character, but he's definitely up there, but I'd probably say Gohan, as a teenage Gohan, too, because, you know, he's got a little bit of an, a certain, not even like when he, you know, transforms into his mystic form, but when he's in school, he's got kind of a little bit of an awkwardness to him in a way, but it's got a charm to it, so I'd say that's probably me. Yeah, I'd say I'm kind of like Gohan. And he eats a lot too. I eat a lot, but you know, I stay fit still to an extent. I mean, I'm not fat. I mean, you guys have seen me. I'm a decent looking fella. All right. Oh, hope I'm not gonna be able to reload this page. Sometimes when I get to the bottom of the list, like when I'm recording, I have to reload the page for some reason, and then they all pop up. But it shouldn't be a problem. How does Dragon Ball Z compare to the more modern animes? I still think it's better than any of the animes that they come out with. I think some of the newer ones are crap, and I'm going to do a video discussing that, but that's my thoughts. I still think it's the greatest anime of all time, and it's not just because it's my favorite. I have tons of reasons why it's so influential, and it influenced Naruto, Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, all those other animes wouldn't even exist without Dragon Ball Z, and I'm going to do a video on that in the future, definitely. But I think the fact that it's a 20-plus-year-old show and, you know, whatever, and it's still as popular it is a real, you know, impressive feat. And it's gonna be getting, it's, you know, the popularity has sunk a little bit, but with this recent movie, it's starting to pick right back up. And, you know, we'll see how it goes from there, but it's not gonna die anytime soon, guys. And that's good for me. And for all of you. Do you think... Okay. Do you think the humans in DBZ should have made a bigger difference? I think it would have been nice, but I know a lot of people say humans were underutilized and all that stuff later in the sagas, but I want you guys to tell me in the comments what contributions they really could have made against Majin Buu, Cell, and those stronger villains. What could they have honestly done? They wouldn't have been strong enough as a Super Saiyan. It wouldn't have made a lot of sense for them to get that strong. It would have been nice. I mean, I like Tien, Krillin's great, other humans, I like Hercule. Hercule's hilarious, and Master Roshi's obviously hilarious too, but I think their best role was the supporting cast. I don't think they could have made big impacts in, like, villains and stuff like that, to be quite honest. But they've done some badass things. They've stood up to strong villains, even though they know they're weaker, so they've definitely proven themselves. But yeah, I don't see how they could have made a huge difference considering they were so much weaker than the Saiyans. The Saiyans were supposed to be stronger the whole time, so. What do you think of Death Note? If Akira Toriyama was going to kill off one DBZ character, who do you think it would be? Death Note, I already said it, it's okay, but not really for me. But if Akira Toriyama was going to kill off a DBZ character, I'd probably say, wow. Now, oh, wow, I wonder. I mean, obviously he's killed him, but if we're going to permanently kill off a character, I mean, he's not gonna, but if we're going to, I'd probably say, that really makes me think. I can't think of specifically one person. I wanted to say Master Roshi, but I really can't honestly give you a solid answer, man, but I'd say Master Roshi would probably be because he's been there since Dragon Ball, you see. So if he died, like, for good, then that would be interesting. But I wouldn't want to see that, man. I don't want any of those characters to die. Would you like it if What do you think? Okay, well that doesn't make sense. Well, would you like it if what do you think of Death Note? I already answered it. It's okay. What do you think of Death Note? I already answered that. Okay. Would you like if Super Saiyan 4 was canon but the rest of GT non-canon? I already answered that. Wow. Okay, we got 40 questions left. We're not doing too bad here. How come Trunks said the androids destroyed his world, but in the history of Trunks at the start where Gohan fights the androids at the theme park, if Trunks was telling the truth, why would people be going to the theme park if the new androids were still terrorizing the Earth? Well, I mean, the anime history of Trunks is very different from the manga one. A lot of people don't know if there's a manga one. And, I mean, it's just writing. You know, this series has a lot of contradictions, so it's just down to writing and how it was written in, you know, the development team or whatever. So, it's down to that. They probably didn't think it through. There's a lot of plot holes with the Trunks timeline, definitely. Who's your favorite person to play as in Raging Blast 2? Raging Blast 1 and 2, I play as Goku. Base Form Goku 2. I'll dominate anyone I touch with Base Form Goku. But I don't play Raging Blast games very much. I don't think I take a lot of skills. I usually stick to Budokai, Burst Limit. Xenoverse is going to be phenomenal. Definitely. But, yeah, I play as Base Form Goku. And if I'm trying to humiliate someone, I'll play as, like, you know, Chaozu. I can still do good as Chaozu. If you don't watch TV, how do you get your entertainment? Gaming. And doing YouTube videos for you guys. That's really fun. I got Hulu now and Netflix, so I can watch those. And with the Xbox One, a great feature is I can start playing a game, and then I can snap it. So right on the right side of the screen, like you see here where Vegeta is, it'll take up a little bit less room than that. But it'll snap. I can have Hulu displaying on this side of the screen, or Netflix or any other app device, and I can watch Dragon Ball Z on my screen as I'm playing a game with the rest of the screen. And I do that a lot, actually. I watch Dragon Ball Z while I'm playing, like, you know, Sunset Overdrive and Destiny and all that stuff, all those games. It's a really, really nice feature. But that's what I do for entertainment. Do you want to see Quaman's face? I mean, I'm interested to see what he looks like, but it's not a huge deal if he doesn't show his face. If he doesn't want to, it's not a big deal. I mean, would it really be a big deal if I never showed my face? I don't think so. What was the first Quaman video you ever saw? I think it was the Future Gohan. Why wasn't Future Gohan Stronger video? That's probably his most popular video, but that's when I first saw his stuff, I think. How did you come across Quaman? I don't honestly remember. It was a while ago, but I was probably just searching some Dragon Ball Z stuff. Came across his video. Was King Vegeta and Prince Kid Vegeta respected when Planet Vegeta was in its prime? You mean like before Frieza's empire took over? I would think so, because Vegeta became king, so maybe he had a grandfather that was king as well. That'd be my guess. Are you a PS3 gamer? No, but back in the generation before last, I played PS2 for the majority of the time, and GameCube and Xbox, but honestly, Xbox is probably the least what I played, but I played a lot of PC too. I don't play PC much anymore, but Xbox is my main squeeze now. But, I mean, I used to play a little bit of PlayStation 3. I'm not a big fan of that controller, though, and the online is nowhere near Xbox Live's level, not even close. PlayStation 4 is a different story. I haven't touched it, don't really need to. I'm perfectly fine. Like I said before, that feature where I can watch my shows while I'm playing my game, I know it's not for everyone, but I absolutely love it. I love being able to turn off the Xbox and having it not exactly turn off, but barely take any energy out of your, like, you know, electricity bill and all that. It doesn't take out any at all, really. Turning it back on the next day and having my game still be open. It just turns on automatically, and it's fantastic. And I can go completely do something else while I'm playing my game, and then come right back to the game without the game turning off. You can't do that on 360, PlayStation 4. I don't believe you can do it on PlayStation 4. They haven't advertised it that way. But it's great. Very great. But yeah, that's where I stand in gaming. But you can play whatever you want, I don't care. What other YouTubers do you watch apart from Quaman, Thundershot, and Black and Fist? Total Biscuit, Rooster Teeth. There's a lot of them. I got over 100 subscriptions, but I don't really watch all of them anymore. I don't watch PewDiePie at all. I don't really find him very entertaining. I know probably a lot of you, probably every single one of you watch him because he's got like 30 million subscribers, and I don't hate him because he's popular at all. Not even a bit. I just don't really like his, you know, style that much. It's not for me. I don't hate him. I just don't really prefer it. But I don't know. Honestly, when I go on YouTube, I just look up Dragon Ball Z stuff now, some gaming stuff because I'm real into gaming. I've grew up with gaming all my life. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Total Biscuit, you know. Off the top of my head, I can't honestly remember. Been a long day. But rhyme style's good too. What's your favorite food? Already answered it. Chicken fried steak. Go eat it. How would you describe yourself in 3 words? Dragon Ball Nation? That's a cop-out though. If we're talking about like 3 random words, like 3 cohesive, like a sentence almost. I don't want to sound stuck up when I say, like, describe myself, because I'll sound snobby or something. Friendly. Calm and collective, I guess. Friendly, calm, and collective. I don't know. 3 words to describe myself. If I think about it, I could probably give you a way better answer, but that's off the top of my head. Hey, if you want, you can describe me in 3 words in the comment section below, I guess, if you want. That'll help answer the person's question a bit better. If you guys even add your input, that'd be nice. What's your favorite DBZ theme? I mean, if we're going from all the games too, there's a couple on Bursum that are just absolutely phenomenal. But I really, really do. I mean, I know it's my theme for my intros for the most part. The, you know, big videos, I use Gogeta's theme. And that's a pretty good one. But off the top of my head, I can't really say. I might do a video. Quaman recently did a video on his top tracks for Dragon Ball, and I might do a video on that myself in the future, but I'm not sure. But Gogeta's theme's pretty awesome. Yeah, see, I'm gonna have to reload the page or something at the bottom of, like, right here, because it's not saying view more, so I'm gonna have to reload or refresh the screen. But I've gotten through more than half of these questions, so I'm feeling pretty good. Is Goku the strongest anime character? As far as I know, absolutely. Not even a contest that anyone could stand a chance to Goku. From the animes I've witnessed, as far as I know. But yeah, I would say Goku is the strongest anime character. Do your family watch your videos? If so, what do they think of you YouTubing? They do watch it occasionally. My parents will watch every now and then, and they do enjoy it. They say they're impressed with it. But yeah, my brother watches my videos, so I guess that's family. And some of my buddies watch it too, because they're into DBZ and such, so yeah. Are you in college? Nah, I'm not. Stay at home, living with my mom. I mean, it's not like I'm like 32 and living with my mom. I'm out of high school, graduated this year, so in my mom's house, living like usual, and then working and doing YouTube. I'll move out eventually, but I'm only 18. Well, 19 on Thursday, so yeah. What is your favorite Boo transformation? Is it default Super Boo okay? Super Boo probably. But when he absorbs Gohan, the voice acting that Justin Cook delivers on Super Boo is quite phenomenal, I must say. So it'd be a tie between Super Boo and Super Boo with Gohan absorbed. What if Vegeta killed Semi-Perfect Cell? I guess this would basically go back to what I said about TN. Everyone would be a lot weaker, and more than likely Babidi wouldn't come around to get energy from Majin Buu. But yeah, basically the same thing as I said about the whole thing with TN killing him. Yes or no? That's not really... Well, it is a question, but I don't understand it. I'm going to say maybe. That's my answer. Do you live on your own? Nope. Not yet. Hey, DBZ Nation. Do you like Yu Yu Hakusho? To me, I like it, but DBZ is better. Completely agree with you, Arthur Jefferson. Wow, that's the first name I've noticed when I've been answering these guys. I'm really sorry if I don't shout you out. It's getting late, and I really... Because I have, like... I might be a little dyslexic, I'm not sure. But I got ADHD, so I got really distracted from, like, everything. Maybe you guys can notice when I do my videos, I get a little bit distracted, but, you know, it's whatever. Gotta live with it. So I really apologize if I don't shout you out, but I think that might have been the first shout-out question. But I find it hard to see the names when I'm reading these and trying to go quick. But I apologize if I missed your name at all. Super 17, 10 times Kamehameha absorbed versus Nova and Ice Shenron. Well, considering Nova was definitely a more decent challenge to Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but Ice was kind of a pushover, and he was blinded as well. I'm going to give it to Super 17 hands down, even if they're working together, because I don't think it's going to give them much of an advantage if they're working together. I don't think they're going to be smart enough fighters to, you know, figure out he's absorbing his attacks quick enough. So Super 17 would further increase his power from those two. Okay, now I gotta reload this page. I don't understand why I had to do that, but apparently I did. And I got all my questions. Okay, what are the major factors of Piccolo becoming a good guy? Well, really it's just, you know, the fact that he originally needed to team up with Goku, and then after Goku's, you know, he saw Goku sacrifice himself, which he seemed to not care too much about at the time, but I think deep down he was like, wow, that guy's really great. He respected the guy for it. Then he, you know, took Gohan and trained with him, and, you know, there was a lot of scenes, and there was a scene where Gohan, there's more filler scenes to, you know, add upon this, but Gohan's love towards Piccolo really softened Piccolo up, and I'd say after, right when, you know, Piccolo sacrificed himself to save Gohan against Nappa, I think that's right when Piccolo was completely a good guy. No chance of him turning back at all, I don't think, after that. But major factor really was just Gohan's affection for him. And he's just learning that Earthlings aren't as bad as he thought or whatever. Can Saiyans breathe in space? It's, as stated by Frieza, he says, if I'm correct, you Saiyans can't breathe in space. That is the worst Frieza impression ever. I've done better. But that was just out of nowhere. But he's like, you know, Saiyans, he says that he remembers hearing that Saiyans can't breathe in space, but it's not confirmed, because there's been scenes, Bardock's been shown breathing in space, but it's not exactly canon. As far as I know, all the scenes where they breathe in space aren't canon, they're just filler and whatever movies. Goku breathes in, you know, Battle of Gods, but that could be because of the godly key or whatever. But I'm going to say it's an inconsistency, but I would like to think that they'd be able to breathe in space. But that would imply that they wouldn't need to breathe at all, because space is, you know, a vacuum, and it's been shown that Goku needs air and other Saiyans need air to survive when they're underwater. So I guess they can't breathe in space. That's what I would say. Is Tien human or alien? He's part of the Three-Eyed Clan. He's an Earthling. It's an inconclusive, you know, statement if he's human or not. It's not really a confirmed. Toriyama has contradicted himself with it, being like, oh, he's part of the Three-Eyed Clan, but there's definitely a lot more that can be said about it, but it's just safe to say he's an Earthling. What if Piccolo never sacrificed himself for Gohan? He wouldn't be as strong, because he would... I mean, if you're saying Gohan would have died, then Gohan wouldn't have gone to Namek, and Gohan would still be dead with Tien and, you know, the others. So he would come back, be much weaker. Piccolo would be much weaker, and it'd probably just be for the worst. Piccolo may not have been strong enough to stand up to Android 17 and all that. That's off the top of my head. Obviously, he wouldn't be strong enough to fight Frieza, but, you know. there's a lot of things there's a lot of different directions it could go. If I think about it, maybe it could be a video topic, possibly, but I feel like it's such a big what if that I could end the series way too early. And I don't like doing topics that would end the series, you know, really early on. I don't find they make too great of videos. What are the major factors of Piccolo becoming a good guy? Already answered that. Can Saiyans breathe in space? Already answered that. Is Tien human? I already answered it. Already answered this. I don't know if it's glitched or if you guys just answered them or asked them more than once, but I guess about 10 of these questions has just been repeats. But I've answered a lot today. I have. If DBZ and / GT villains were real, which one would you be most afraid of? I mean, Yakon's pretty messed up. Yakon is really messed up. Jeez. I mean, imperfect Cell would probably be pretty terrifying to see if he was like realistically, you know, depicted or whatever. But I mean, off the top of my head, I would probably say Yakon would be the most terrifying. Okay. How strong are Goten and Trunks in Battle of Gods? I'd say they're about as strong as a Cell Jr. Maybe. Yeah, about as strong as a Cell Jr. A little bit stronger than that, maybe. As Super Saiyans, of course. But I don't think they trained very much in those 4 years, so they probably wouldn't be much stronger than they were at the end of the Buu Saga. What time is it? 11:07 p.m. What's up? The ceiling is up, man. The ceiling is up. H. I guess they meant high. H. Yeah, I don't know how to respond to that. Are you gay? I am not gay. I like females, women, all that stuff. I'm straight. If I was gay, I wouldn't really be afraid to mention on YouTube. If you guys didn't like me, if I was gay, that's your own problem. I don't care if you're gay, but I'm not. But if you're gay, that's fine. I'm not going to judge you for it. The way I look at life is, as long as what you do and what you enjoy doing isn't hurting anyone else or affecting their well-being or anything like that, do what you want to do, as long as you're not hurting anyone else. But yeah, I'm straight, to answer your question. What porn do you watch? Regular porn? I don't watch anything out of the ordinary. I mean, if you want me to really be honest. Thought I deleted it. Delete. When was the first time you got laid? Well, I already said in my last Ask FM that I was like, someone asked when I lost my virginity, and I said, I will say that I won't say what if I have or haven't, but I will say that I have plenty of opportunities to have a sexual experience, and I'm not going to reveal whether I have or have not, or when I have or when I haven't had those experiences. So you can make up your own mind. I could have done it when I was 12, 13, 16, 18, maybe I haven't even had sex for all you know. But yeah, I don't see a need to discuss it. Okay, these questions are weird. Do you masturbate? Doesn't every guy? If you say you don't, you're lying. And I'm being honest here. If you say you don't, you're a liar. And you gotta stop lying to yourself. How is your sex life? I'm gonna refrain from talking about my sex life, I guess. Wow, what a way to just end this. What app do you use most? My YouTube app on my phone. I used to use Facebook the most, but I'm done with Facebook. Screw that. Too much drama on Facebook, you know? But yeah, that ends it. You guys ask a lot of sex questions, definitely. You guys are really curious about my sex life. Assuming it was actually from the same person, more than likely. But, you know, I answered their question. I'm not going to judge them. They're not hurting me. So, I answered their questions. I answered all of you guys' questions. So, I hope you enjoyed this extra long Q&A. I don't actually know how long it lasted, but hopefully it lasted a good long time. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I guess like the video if you enjoyed it, of course. I'm sorry I have been a little inactive, but like I said, I had some personal things. I really wasn't motivated to do a lot of YouTube stuff at all. But yeah, I'm good now, thankfully. Hopefully I have a good birthday. And yeah, I guess I'll catch you guys later.